Hi everybody, Kaiwaza with you and welcome back. The letter O is what we're going through right now in my Hawaiian record collection, and we will pick up where we left off last week. Although this record actually should have been the very first one in the letter O, I just had it a little bit misfiled. This album is called Hawaiian Holiday by the Oahu Islanders. Although I live on the island of Oahu, and I can promise you these people did not live on Oahu. Just saying. This is a budget label, Golden Tone, but I didn't file it under the budget labels because it's kind of a weird mismatch. Some of these are steel guitar instrumentals by, I think, the Royal Tahitians who recorded on Dot Records under that name. And there's a couple of songs that are like from the generic Luke Leilani budget label recordings. And then some of the songs are vocals by some Tahitian group, I don't know who, singing a Tahitian. So, but anyway, interesting record. Golden Tone. Now we come to a record that's near and dear to my heart. One of the records I had as a child. My grandparents got it for me, and it just filled my youth with visions of, you know, what it would be like living in Hawaii and all of that. Many of you have probably seen it if you collect records at all or been to thrift stores, because it's probably in like $1 million bins all across the world. But I love the record. 101 Strings in a Hawaiian Paradise. And let me just go on record by saying I love this cover so hard you have no idea. Love it. And I'll tell you, I spent some time in my youth trying to figure out where this picture was taken before the internet and all of that, so I really didn't know. But I can tell you now that this picture was taken at the Hilton Lagoon, where the Hilton Hawaiian Village is right here now. This is when it was just the Hilton, just the Hawaiian Village before it was built up. Anyway, that's what this is. I wasn't sure. But I love this album, and it's you know, easy listening with a chorus, beachcomber chorus. Love this record to this day. And then number 101 Strings did another Hawaiian album called The Romance of Hawaii. This one on Allshire Records also. And I don't know where you are, but where I am, for whatever reason, I keep hearing songs from this record when I go to Walgreens Drugs. For whatever reason, Walgreens Drugs has 101 Strings, Romance of Hawaii in their sound system for several years. I like the steel on some of these, like Neath Azure Skies and South Sea Serenade, Hawaiian Bells, really sweet, pretty songs. Then they did, well, this album, 101 Strings play romantic songs of the sea, not totally Hawaiian really, but a nautical album with Ebb Tide and songs like that. Ocean Romance on Silver Waves, some of the custom 101 string songs written by Joseph Kuhn that will reappear with different titles. On this album, it's called Ocean Romance, and on Silver Waves, they've been called other things. I like Rolling Home and Seas of Samoa off of this album. And finally, from 101 Strings, again, it's not exactly Hawaiian. I maybe should have really filed this under Exotica, but whatever. A Night in the Tropics, beautiful picture. and just more of your typical 101 strings fodder, which I love. Okay, now we come to Ohta-san, and I'm going to preface this by saying Ohta-san, his actual name is Herb Ohta, and he is still living, was one of the, but really known as in Hawaii, known as Ohta-san. San is just a Japanese term of respect, like if your name is, you know, Smith, somebody might call you, oh, Smith-san, Smith-san, just like a term of respect. So Ohta-san was really one of the earlier ukulele virtuosos that was recorded. I know we've had several, and ukulele is quite a popular instrument, and like Jake Shimabukuro is quite well known right now. But Ohta-san was one of the early virtuosos, and he recorded so many records. I don't have them all. I have a lot of his records, but I know I don't have them all. But and I don't have them exactly in order. I don't know exactly the order, so I kind of went by labels, because he recorded with several different labels and general time periods. So the first one was a nationally released album in conjunction with the pop composer Andre Popp, P-O-P-P. I may not be pronouncing that right. And together they wrote and composed, and he performed, and Andre Popp orchestrated this album, Song for Anna, here by Herb Ohta. Now, if you're familiar with easy listening music out of the 70s, you've definitely heard this song. It was a massive international hit all over the world. In elevators and escalators and malls, everywhere was played Song for Anna. I even remember it from my childhood before I lived here. And it's a lovely album, nothing really Hawaiian in it specifically. It's just a nice, easy listening, dreamy, easy listening music with orchestra and ukulele. So it was unusual for the time to, you know, have ukulele solo with orchestra like that. And if I didn't say, this was 1973 on A&M. And the particular album I have is a Canadian release, but yeah. I also have, now this is the same record, I don't know the story here, but this is actually the same record, but under a local label, Ohta-san meets Andre Popp on Bota Records, and it's the same record, so I really don't know the story. Now, Ohta-san was signed to Decca Records. At the time, Decca Records really put out quite a number of Hawaiian music artists on their roster, and they had Ohta-san signed, and he did at least two, I don't have any more than two, at least two records. Ukulele Isle, which has, to me, like a killer version of Adios Que Aloha. That's usually a really slow song, and it's a great, like bossa nova kind of rendition on this album, but lots of nice songs on this album. Then the other Decca one I have, not in the greatest condition, Soul Time in Hawaii, Ohta-san and his ukulele. And as you can see here, also giving you a sample on their back of their cover, how many Hawaiian artists Decca Records had. Many Hawaiian artists in the 60s signed on to their label. It was quite wonderful, and lots of great Hawaiian music was recorded by Decca. So we're going to stop there, and that's going to be it for today. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you like this kind of music, I would invite you to tune into my easy listening Hawaiian radio station online called Hawaiian Hi-Fi. That is located on live365.com. Just go there and insert Hawaiian Hi-Fi search, or I think if you just do like a Google search on Hawaiian Hi-Fi, the station comes up. Anyway, you can check that out. That's free, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you might also like my other YouTube channel called Hawaiian Leisure Hour, where I just upload full selections from some of these albums. So you can listen at your leisure, make your own playlists, or follow the playlist I have set up there, however you want to do it. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you're all having a nice holiday season. It is the holidays as I'm recording this. And have a nice holiday season, whatever holiday you are celebrating.